Oh, Garcia. I wasn't expecting this. I was sure they'd tried to pull something stupid by now. Ah, we're talking about Heiyu. Nothing out of the ordinary so far, boss. Besides, I doubt even Heiyu could pull off something big enough to ruin Speaker Hartman's rep. Don't underestimate him. Forget Yin. I've heard stories that this cow guy's even got Heiyu's old guard on edge. If they catch you with your guard down, you're as good as dead. Sorry, boss. Anyway, something just feels off with this year's auction. I have a feeling that someone besides Heiyu is messing with us. That's what my gut says, at least. Really? Is that your Jaeger instincts talking? Sure, something like that. Or maybe I'm just getting old. Military experience, age. Military experience, age. Who's to know? I'd love if everything went off without a hitch, but I just can't shake this feeling. It's the same feeling I used to get before going out on a hunt. His chin is insane. I'm gonna have to look at it again. He's the Mafia's second in command. You could have just peeked in from the doorway and saw Garcia here. You didn't have to get like 3 feet away from him to see him. And then decided, maybe let's not go into this room. Oh, it really is. I don't know how I had not noticed that. That is, good for him, I guess. Ah, my apologies. My name is Garcia Rossi. I'm in charge of tonight's security detail. As a part of that, I make sure to patrol this area off every so often. Please forgive me for any inconvenience that may cause. Oh, it's no trouble at all. I can see you're all doing a great job. We have to find some excuse to leave, or... I can't shake the feeling that we've met somewhere before, sir. Yeah, you, like, kicked a table in my presence. It was quite rude. I think it might just be your imagination. I doubt I'd forget meeting such a mountain of a man as yourself. Okay. You may be right. Still, just to be safe, do you mind telling me your name? Oh god. Sure, I don't see why not. Guy Bannings. Pleased to meet you, Mr. Rossi. Guy. Something about that rings a bell. Not only is it dumb of Lloyd to use his brother's name, which is essentially his name, but a fellow police officer's name. Let's just take a moment to assess how dumb Lloyd is. Crap, did I screw up? Things are looking grim. Sorry I'm late. Mariabell, what the heck? It's a mind-boggling decision to use his brother. Yes, it really is. I don't... Why? I guess he was put on the spot and he needed to think of something and his brother is just always on his mind, so that's what he said. But it's still a whole choice. Mariabell. Good evening, Guy. Fancy meeting you in a place like this. Yeah, you too. Why didn't she get a fun outfit? She's just in her normal clothes. It is quite unexpected. And who might you be, madam? I'm Mariabell Croyce. She's already fancy enough with that. You're not wrong. You're not wrong. Her hair is very fancy. I wonder how long it takes her to get it to spiral like that. A pleasure to meet you. Croyce, as in the IBC? You have my sincerest apologies, Miss Croyce. I was told you'd be attending. I take it you finally decided to accept our invitation this year. I thought it would paint me in a bad light if I kept on refusing your kind offers. She just wants the doll. Also, these two guests are dear friends of mine. Is there some sort of problem here? Oh, of course not. Allow me the privilege of welcoming you to the Schwartz auction one more time. Would you like me to show you to where Speaker Hartman is? I will pay our beloved speaker a visit later. In the meantime, could you have a room prepared for me? I've been in a business meeting a good portion of the day and would love to get a bit of rest. Very well. You heard her. Miss Croyce would like a room prepared. Better watch yourself and treat her with the utmost respect, all right? Yes, sir. Please, Miss Croyce, allow me to show you to your room. Ah, so that's what's going on. Mariabell showing up is why Ellie gets some unique dialogue. That makes sense. That makes sense. Quite the bold move, guys. Yeah, well, I could see how it might seem like we're doing this for our own self-satisfaction. Don't get me wrong, I like your idea. If you weren't as determined as you are, there's no way I would allow you to be one of Ellie's co-workers. It's mostly just about grilling Lloyd for being on a date. I hope she, like, holds Lloyd up by his throat again. That was so hilarious. Mariabell is a monster. You don't say. Ellie must be very important to you. Well, yes. It wouldn't be an exaggeration to say that I love her. Come again? I mean, isn't she just the cutest thing? Despite being blunt, stubborn, and proud, she still has an elegance and calming aura about her. Tio is cuter. You are right, Moriaris. She's my best friend, and I couldn't be prouder of her. You're right. We're all proud to work alongside her, too. If Ellie heard you say that, I imagine she would turn a particularly vivid shade of red. It's a shame that Ellie wasn't able to accompany the two of you. I would have loved to be able to experience the auction with her. Then why didn't you bring her with you? You came alone. You could have brought a date, whatever, partner, whatever. Live your best life. Didn't we just go through a thing where it's weird to go here alone, and yet here you are, alone? I guess when you're that rich, it doesn't matter. Speaking of that, is there a particular reason you came to the Schwartz auction? From what you said earlier, it sounded like this is your first time attending. Well, you see, I receive invitations from Speaker Hartman every year, practically begging me to come. But as I'm sure you know, he's a man who has connections with some especially unsavory individuals. My father is never short of excuses every year to avoid attending. Ah, is that why he's on a business trip out of the country right now? It might be weird to come alone for her, but she's also not specifically trying to avoid it. That's fair. And again, when you're that rich, you're gonna stand out anyway, so it doesn't matter. And that would have left Randy as the odd man out. Poor Randy. Poor Randy. But it was always more difficult for me to dodge the invites, and so I was finally forced to give in this year. Why, is that exactly? Yeah, just say no. No means no, sir. You see, I'm in charge of all of Michelin's current development projects. That's the reason why I couldn't decline yet another invitation from Speaker Hartman, given that he's lived here for so long. Hartman? That's right, you're in charge of a number of the IBC's projects, aren't you? Yes, but I only really manage the hotel and theme park here. So like the whole thing, essentially. The parts that make this a tourist attraction, you're in charge of. Also, I've heard rumors that there will be something particularly interesting up for auction this year. My interest was piqued, so I decided it was time. I finally attended. Again, you just want the doll. So then, what is it exactly? An antique doll crafted during the early days of the Rosenberg studio. Among doll connoisseurs, such as myself, those particular dolls are considered the ultimate rarity and sell for an exceptionally high price. An antique doll from that famous studio. I wonder if we'll ever actually get to go into the studio instead of just staring at its gate. I presume there's quite a history behind it for it to have ended up here. I don't know if it was stolen or some rich man had to part with it for some reason, but what I do know is that rumors say it's an absolute masterpiece. As a collector, I can't let this chance pass me by, can I? And who's going to be able to outbid the literal owner of a bank? I can't argue with that logic. Approximately how much does one of these dolls usually sell for? Let me think. The studio's earlier works were much bigger than their ones now, and they rarely show up on the market anymore. Much bigger. Intriguing. And given the fact that the doll maker doesn't intend to make any like those again, they've racked up quite the premium. One was even sold for approximately 5 million mira at an auction in the imperial capital. One doll is that much? That much mira could buy a top-of-the-line orbital computer. You must be intending to win it in tonight's auction, correct? They live in a world where a computer really costs $5 million. That is unfortunate. Oh, I most certainly am. Besides, regardless of how it ended up here, it's not the doll's fault. Of course, if it turns out it was stolen, I'll make sure to take the proper measures. That includes formally negotiating with the former owner to officially make it mine. How thorough. Also, I don't think she'll take no as an answer from the original owner. You are quite free with your expenditures. Oh. Pardon me, Miss Croix. Just so you're aware, the auction will be beginning shortly. Ah, thank you for letting me know. I'll head there in just a minute, so please prepare 3 seats, preferably in the back, for us, will you? It would be my pleasure, ma'am. Mariabell, I know what you're thinking, and there's no need to worry. I'll wait until after the auction to introduce myself to the speaker. He won't see you. If that's the case, there won't be any conflicts. Okay then. We might as well go with you since we have the chance. I wanted to sit with Lecter. Thanks for setting us up with seats, Mariabell. Oh, it was nothing. It literally was nothing. She literally just told someone else to do it for her. I didn't mean to walk into this room. Where am I? This way. I want more Lecter content. Wait. Wazy's not here anymore. Interesting. I guess he would go to the auction then. There's no one in here, is there? Oh, we have her with us. Well, this guy's here. Hi. There's still some time left for the auction, so I'm having myself a tour of the mansion. These decorations are mind-blowing. You can really feel how much authority Speaker Hartman holds. I'm going to assume that we've had all the unique dialogue. Is this Nikita? Did she find someone else? It is Nikita. Oh, do I spy a man with no +1? I may just have to introduce myself. James certainly wasn't strapped for Mira, but I wonder how this man's wallet compares to his. Since I've been talking to this woman for a while now, I've decided that, heck, I should just invite her to the auction. Well, I also had an ulterior motive. It would reflect well on me if I came. It wouldn't reflect well on me if I came without a partner. Think ideas for placing a convenient woman like her in my life. Okay. I'll just double check over here. Okay, yeah, everyone's gone. We continue then. Of course Imelda is sitting in the very front. Why wouldn't she be? And there's Lecter and his stupid cat. I love him. So many wealthy people in one place. The quantities of Mira that will be exchanged tonight are likely to be astronomical. Miss Croyce, we've been awaiting your arrival. Are these seats to your liking? Yes, they will do. Thank you. Shall we sit? Sure. Now that we're finally here, I admit I'm somewhat nervous. She walked in first, but she's sitting on the inside. What? Oh, so this is where you were hiding. Lazy. I can't help but notice you're alone. How did that argument earlier turn out? Oh, you know how it goes. A little lovers spat, and then suddenly they're in each other's arms once more. I'm sorry, they got back together? That woman needs to peace out. And with that beautiful reunion, I was relieved of duties. Well, I'm glad for them at least. Why are you happy for them? What? Good work? A friend of yours? He certainly seems like quite the character. Yeah, he's a gang leader and a host. What more could you ask for? Yeah, Mariabell, this guy is Lazy Hemisphere. You are Miss Mariabell Croyce, aren't you? The daughter of the head of the IBC. It's a pleasure to make your acquaintance. Oh my. I'll have to stay on my toes around you, won't I? It's nice to meet you, Wazy. Shall I have someone prepare a seat for you? No, that won't be necessary. Truth be told, I was hoping that I could speak to those two for a second. Huh? When I looked down at the courtyard from one of the windows, I saw a number of guard dogs that seemed to be sleeping. Any idea why that might be? Are you serious? He must be referring to Rivache's warhounds. Why would they be sleeping now, though? Hey, you. I'm sorry, Mariabell. I think we're going to have to excuse ourselves for a little while. Something interesting must be going on. Well, don't let me hold you up. I'll stay here and keep an eye on what they're auctioning. That would be great. Good luck with the auction. The guard dogs they put in the courtyard are all fast asleep. Now, what could that mean? Considering the situation, it's definitely not a trap laid by the Mafia. There is an intruder. I think it's likely there's an intruder in our midst. I agree. In any case, something is definitely happening behind the scenes. That's the only thing we can say for sure. Let's make one more lap around the mansion, just to be sure. We might notice something different. Understood. I'll be coming with you. This seems to be fun. This seems too fun to sit out. Oh my gosh. We continue. Hi. I have to finish preparations for the after party before the auction ends. Well, this room won't clean itself. Can I look out these windows? Nah? Okay. Hi. I'm super busy tonight. Okay. Yeah, I definitely think you underestimated when you said 1 hour last time. It's definitely been 2. Truly the never-ending chapter. To be fair, I am reading all of the dialogue, though. Okay, let's look in every room. We should go all the way to the windows, see if there's anything to see. Eventually, we will find something, surely. Maybe not. Not on this floor. Going up.